Mike Tirico and Greg Olson on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go from Southern California. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. First carry now for the former Badger Jonathan Taylor. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. From the 29, here's 2nd and a yard. They go right back to Taylor. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Now Manning. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Colts first down. To the air is Manning. Quickly out to Downs on the receiver screen. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Manning. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The corner, Asante Samuel Jr. getting in for the sack. So, on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Five. Kappa. Set. They'll stick with him again. And he will not be able to get free. He's picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4. Kappa.
Shotgun now for Herbert. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a big one for the Chargers. It covers 51 yards. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it first and goal. On play action. Now Herbert. He keeps it himself. And he's in! Justin Herbert. Touchdown, L.A. His second rushing touchdown of the year. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. In motion is Warren. Back to throw is Manning. And downfield, it is Downs with the catch. That one good for 26 yards.
And the Colts first down.
In motion comes Pittman. Exiting the pocket right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Here's Manning. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On 3rd down, it's Manning. That's caught by the first-round pick, Tyler Warren. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Check. Fresno.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Forced out wide. Gonna look deep. Looking for more. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Past the 45. A terrific run finally brought down, but he's inside the 35-yard line. That is a big play for L.A. A gain of 48. So after one, 7-0 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
380, run! Hey, ram. 380, run! Go.
They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Let's go. Ready?
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Now it is 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
380,
Herbert keeping it on the zone read. And he will take it in himself. Justin Herbert, touchdown Los Angeles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
So you look back a week ago, Mike, and that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus, there's a different clarity, there's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Anthony Gould now to return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Well, it's been the case this entire 1st half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Throwing now, Manning. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this 1st half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. 11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, Indianapolis.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice game to his tight end.
That's Harrison in motion. They motion the slot man left. Now it's Taylor. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very...
Oh, that swung out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henley.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Hey, ram. Lady. Crowd right. Go. What is it?
Grab will start on the ground. Peel it forward for maybe a yard. Grover Stewart there for the tackle. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Set. Kappa. Home to troops right. $21. 59. Let's go. Set.
From the gun, it's Herbert. Moving to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Run. Set. Delta. Hey, go line. Baylor Tiger. Crowd right. Let's go. Hey. Ready.
Throwing, Herbert. Forced to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A gain of 17 yards. And the Chargers have the first down.
Set. 280. Delta. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Go. Hey, Kappa. Whoa. Let's go. Ready.
Now Herbert. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Hey, Ray. Set.
Throwing again, Herbert. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. 3rd down coming up.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Home to troops right.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. That one complete to Johnston. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter.
Dicker for the Chargers field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. To throw, it's Manning. Pass right side to Downs. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number one.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Looking to throw is Manning. That one into the hands of Downs. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. Now it's going to be third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. They go play action with Manning. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground here again. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
Brings up third down.
Let's go, let's go. 180. 180. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now it's Herbert. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. On fourth down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. Anthony Gould deep for Indy. He'll return it from the 11. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, go lion, lion.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. He works free, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chargers. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Josh Downs now on the return. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. That look good for a dozen. A very quick first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
To the air is Manning. To the left side and taken in by Downs. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. A couple of first downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10, up at the 42. They'll give this one to Taylor, running right. He'll work forward for a couple. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Manning. Completing this one to Downs. And he'll be taken down. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. That'll be caught, and he will not get to the goal line, so no tacking on 2 points. Still a 3-score game, as the difference is 18. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line.
Set. Ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. He's inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, LA. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. And the Chargers will extend this third quarter lead.
31-6. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 9. Now Manning. To the right side, that is hauled in by Warren. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half. Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on fourth down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
Second and 10. Give up the middle to Taylor. Finding space inside the 40. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. That's good for a Colts first down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Back to throw is Manning. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
First down, Colts.
Here's Manning. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And a nice gain there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
In motion is Warren. On third down, it's Manning. Left side, that is caught by Warren. To the pylon, he's in. Tyler Warren. Touchdown, Indy. It's his third touchdown catch this year. The extra point, up and good. And the Colts are able to cut into the deficit.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Run! Set. Delta, hut! Hey, ram. Shoot! Hey, go!
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Herbert makes the read, decides to hang on.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Set. 380. Run. Set.
He'll get this out wide. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
21. Set. 380. 12. Wide 80. Wide 80. Hut. 3 hut.
To throw is Herbert. Moving outside the pocket. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
380. Hut. Go.
Here's a run. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. And this is what happens when you get a little too cute. So there's a fine line in the NFL, Mike, between being creative and innovative and also overthinking it. And I think this kind of falls into the latter category. I like the idea of pushing the envelope and giving the defense something they're not used to. But you, at the same time, you don't want to shoot yourself in the foot and go backwards.
Jordan. Let's go. Baylor Tiger. Set.
Herbert now on 3rd and goal. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This about as short as you can get.
A 28-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers add on to their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
On the return, this is down. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. On the play fake, here's Manning. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And they will finally run him down. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 39 yards.
First down.
Throwing now, Manning. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
That's Harrison in motion. Back to the air once more on second down. We'll find Harrison working across the field. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. That one brought in by Warren. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
To throw, it's Manning. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Trader now on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts are able to edge a bit closer.
Chargers 34, Colts 20. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Run! Set. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. 5-9. Go.
On 1st down, Herbert. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. And he will score. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The kick is good. Makes the score Chargers 41, Colts 20. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, this is down. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. He'll stop in his tracks right at the 15-yard line.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw is Manning. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is Deshaun Hand in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. They'll look to throw. Short one, and it's caught by Warren. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. to the air is Manning. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. So a pair of first downs moves him out to the 47 yards. And it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
Manning. He's got his man. It's Harrison. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one's good for 12 and a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield. And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike, and just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
It's now 3rd down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Hey, go line. Go. Baylor tight.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. In motion comes Pittman. Now Manning. To the outside, hauled in by Pittman. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
8 yards
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go now. Back to 60.
Back to throw is Manning. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Here we go. Track him 60.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He's got his tight end. That's Warren. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from